Hi, I have my August ER here, my Essential Rewards from Young Living. I told you on my last video that I was going to do it when I got it because I was very, very excited for this one. I think anybody who gets this is really excited for this month because the promos were unbelievable, what they were giving away. So, very, very excited to share that. So, just back this up a little bit and show you what I have here. So, the box is so small, I was wondering if it's even everything in here. I was like I was hoping that I don't have anything on back order, but then I remember that it's mostly oils this month. So, just gonna pull everything out. Remember, they come in these tubes so they don't get broken. And some of Gia's Savvy Minerals are in here. Maybe not everything. Let me just check to see if there's anything on back order. Doesn't look like it. We'll see. Alright. So, very excited about the makeup, so let's do that first. I'm excited about all of it, but so, well, I just tossed that off without showing you. I'm going to pick that up again. It comes in this really, really pretty box. When I got my foundation, it came in the same size box with just this, with all this like pretty wrap inside. That's what it looks like. Let me take the sleeve off. And then there's this little card that comes inside. It's a little thank you for shopping with Savvy Minerals and tells you about like all the good ingredients that the product is made with. And then the stuff is inside here in this little cute little paper. It's like so fancy. I love it. So let's see what we'll start with. Bronzer. This one is called Crowned All Over. It's really pretty. I can see it through the container. It's really shimmery. I love shimmery things, glittery things. So we'll be here all day if I try and pick these off. I'll have to do another video once I have all the labels off. But I'm not sure. I have a little bit of sunlight, so maybe you can see a little bit of the shimmer that's in there. But again, that's bronzer. It's called Crowned All Over. There's another one called Summer Lovin'. This one's like lighter and really shimmery. Summer Lovin' is a little bit darker. Not dark, but just a little bit darker than this one. And this is Giovanna's, by the way. So she has a bigger collection of Savvy Minerals than Mom does already. Next, we'll go with blush. This one is I Do Believe You're Blushing. This is probably the most popular. This one, like, it went out of stock pretty quickly. Again, this is going to have the little tab on it. That's pretty hard to get off. You probably can't see that in there, but I'll do another video with the colors. So this is all natural. Like I said, and plenty of other posts, you know, there's no talc, no bismuth, no synthetic colors or fragrances, anything that other makeup lines have that are really bad for us. I got rid of all of Giovanna's things. She was not happy with me. She cried. Literally just wiped her cabinets and closets and drawers clean of everything. She's not, you know, but I can't let her use that stuff knowing what's in it. So now I promised that I would build her collection since I had to get rid of everything. This is eyeshadow, and I don't wear it as much as I used to, but I do love it. And then, again, it's really shimmery. This one is called Residual. Again, very popular. It sold out quickly after it launched, but now they're back in stock. You can see this one. It's really natural. And it's really good for everyday wear. I love makeup and I wear makeup every day. So I would wear this every single day. And then depending on what else you do with your makeup, you can really dress it up to make it look fancy. So there's that. And then the last thing was she got a lipstick. She usually wears like little lip glosses and stuff. But the glosses that are in the line right now are a little darker. so we stayed away from those. We got her something a little lighter. It's a cute little tube. Transparent in the middle. This one's called Wish, I think. Yes. It's really pretty. Shimmery. She's gonna be excited when she wakes up. She's not feeling well, so she's taking a nap. I'll package it up real nice for her like I never opened it. Okay, so that was the makeup. And I'll get that back in the box later. So now I'm gonna get to the oils. So yeah, it looks like everything's here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tubes. There's usually a couple in each tube. Oh boy. I'm not gonna go through because I want to save my free stuff for last, so I'm not going to show you the free stuff until the end. So the first one that popped out of there that is not one of the free ones is Valor. Valor is like the, you know, it's like seeing a unicorn. This went out of stock for like a year and a half. When I first joined, this was not in stock. Because one of the main ingredients, which I believe was rosewood, it was becoming extinct and they didn't want to use it anymore. I'm uncomfortable. They didn't want to use it anymore, and they did not want to be responsible for it, you know, going extinct. So they stopped using it and they replaced it with another ingredient, and it's reformulated, and apparently it's, you know, just as good as the original, better, you know, better than ever. And I have to say that everything I heard about it, it was absolutely true when I first used it. Definitely lived up to expectations, you know. It's used for like confidence and courage, and it's calming. And if you've heard anything about oils before, or maybe haven't, but you know, we're interested, and maybe you've used like common oils like peppermint or lemon, or you know, something that you just picked up somewhere, this is definitely like your aha, like, oh my gosh, they really work. This is very, very calming. And I love it. I won't be without it. Unfortunately, it only comes in this 5 milliliter size, so I can't get a big one. I would definitely get it in a huge size if I could. And because it's so popular, you can only get 1 per account per month. So I try and get them as often as I can. So, but I'm almost out of my my original, so I had to get another one. So that's that. That's a free one. That's a free one. That's a free one. So this next one is ginger. Everybody knows what ginger is. I got a lot of what I'm calling my fall scents, because I have always been a candle burner and love burning fall scents and Christmas scents, but totally not using hi Rachel, you like that analogy there? Valor's like saying a unicorn. Totally love burning candles, but I don't do that anymore because it's really bad for us. And I found out, I mean, I knew it was bad, but I didn't really have anything to compare it to. And I found out that there are studies that show that burning a candle, so inhaling the soot, the smoke that comes out of a candle for 1 hour is equivalent to smoking 1 cigarette. I've never been a cigarette smoker. I don't want to be a cigarette smoker by default because I'm burning candles. So, and I don't want my kids around it. So that killed me because I couldn't burn my scents anymore. I had, you know, I got rid of all my Yankee candles, which was my absolute favorite. But I'm just not going to do it anymore. So I stocked up because next month, actually probably before we get into September, I'm going to start diffusing my fall scents. So ginger is one of them. It's like, you know, if you've cooked with ginger, you know what it smells like. It's warm and energizing. And originally, ginger could only be found in India and China, I think, and then you could find it in the Mediterranean, and then now you could find it. You can find it pretty much anywhere now. But this is really good, and it's in a lot of perfumes too. So that's another one. Another one that is, okay, this is another one I bought. This is from my fall collection, Clove. But I actually have a friend, Beth Ann, who uses Clove all the time. So, and she loves it and swears by it. So, aside from wanting it for my fall scents, I'm a big user of things that, you know, other people use and say are great, because I like to definitely use my things based on people's personal experiences. Word of mouth is always the best for me. So the way that the oils are collected from the plants that they come from, many different ways, but the most popular way is the steam distillation, and that's how clove is like harvested. It's like from the stem, I believe. It's the stem and the flower. Yes, the stem and the flower. So this one is really, really potent. And it has something called, like when they're doing this process, there's something called, I don't even know how to pronounce it right. I don't know if it's eugenol or eugenol, whatever it is, but it's, let's see, I don't think I'll be able to stay compliant. Google it, UEGENOL, N-O-L, eugenol. Look it up, you'll see what it means for yourself, because I don't want to get myself in trouble. Let's see, another one, Purification. I ran out of Purification quickly, more quickly than I should have, because my poor neighbor, her dog got skunked, and I helped her out. I lent her a diffuser. She had one of her own. I lent her a diffuser and gave her the bottle of Purification to use at her will, and then unfortunately my dog got skunked a week later. So but anyway, that's not why I have it, but it was a godsend for that time period, because I had 4 diffusers going in my house. Giovanna was banging on the back door when I was out here scrubbing Lacey, and she's like, "Mom, I have all the diffusers on. I put 10 drops of Purification in every single one. Did I do good?" And she did. So yeah, I use it around the house for a lot of things. Mainly, if you watched my video yesterday or the day before yesterday, I did the soaps and the fabric spray. I really love this in my fabric spray because it's like good for bad smells. And I have I don't have bad smells, but I have 2 cats and a dog and a bird, so I like to keep the bad smells away. So that's what I use. Sometimes I use that in my laundry. I'll put a drop in my fabric softener dispenser, which I do not put fabric softener in. I use vinegar. And sometimes I'll put it on the dryer balls. But my favorite for the dryer balls is lemongrass, which is probably in one of these too. The other one, well, I have one more out, but the other one I have out is Joy. Joy, I'm just going to pull that up for you. Joy has been on my list since my very first wish list. When I got my kit and I knew that I was like, okay, these are the real deal. I'm going to be using these a lot. I love them. I just went through and tried to learn a lot about a lot of them, and so then I just made like a wish list, and then the list went from like 5 things to like 50 things, and slowly I started to get like a lot of those things and cross them off. And every time I had Joy on here, it would get pushed to the back burner. And I know I said this before, because I had to replace other things like Lavender or Purification or something else that I use all the time. And reason being was in my mindset, like if I'm having to replace something I use all the time, I'm obviously using it all the time. So I'd rather replace what I'm using all the time before I get myself like into another oil that I just can't be without. So I'm dying to smell this. I'm gonna do it right now. That smells amazing. That's really good. So friends who have used this and tell me what it's all about, it smells exactly what you say. Like it's very, it has like a very uplifting smell. And people always tell me that like they put it, you know, put a drop on their hand, wear it over their heart. It gives you like a feeling of like happiness and togetherness, and wear it as perfume, and since I don't wear perfume anymore because of the fragrance being fragrance and toxic, I always look for scents that I can use as perfume, and I can mix them up. And that's another good thing for Valor, so maybe I can mix like Valor and Joy in a little spritzer and make myself perfume. And I'll be in a great mood with those two together all the time. Who doesn't want that? So let's see, while I open this, when you first got the oils, how did they smell? I asked because well, so Lisa, not all of them smell great. I'll give you, I have to use lavender as my example because what you think lavender smells like based on your lavender scented whatever, it does not smell like that for real. So when I opened the bottle of lavender, I took it out and I was like, ooh, lavender, and I smelled it and I was like, that stinks. That is not lavender. That's gross. And then I put in the diffuser and smelled a little bit better, and over time it grew on me. And of course, when I realized what I'm using it for far outweighs the scent of it, then and that works with any oil. You can't go by what something smells like. You have to go by what its indications are and what it's going to do for your body, because the oils were made to work naturally with our bodies, like the way nature intended. I mean, we use all the things we use because that's just what we're pretty much programmed to do based on what our parents did and what their parents did. We use things that we that are marketed to us, so that's what we do. But I mean, if you do your research and you know, figure it out, you totally can get away with not buying any of those commercial products that you don't have to, that are really not safe for you. If you saw that Johnson & Johnson's post I did yesterday about the powder, I mean, they are dishing out millions and millions and millions of dollars left and right to people who are dying of cancer because they are linking it to the talc in the powder. Now, of course, we've all known, a lot of people have known for years that it's not safe, but, you know, an equal amount of people, or even, you know, a lot more, don't know that it's not safe and they use it. So, or maybe they heard that it's unsafe, but really don't know why and don't know how serious. So, you know, let's see what else I have here. That's a free one. That's a free one. So, next I'm going to do lemongrass. Lemongrass is, I'm going to tell you a funny story about this. Lemongrass is my friend Kristen's favorite oil. I heard she stole someone else's. Lemongrass, some people use this for deodorant. I tried to use it for deodorant one time, like very shortly after my deodorant detox that I talked about, and I forgot it was a hot oil. And if you're unaware, a hot oil is one that you can't place directly on your skin. Some people can, some people can't, depends on how you tolerate. So what happened was, I fresh out of the shower, getting ready for work, and I was like, oh, let me try the lemongrass for deodorant today. Well, guess what? Put it on, drop on this hand, drop on that hand, and I put it on my armpits, and I went back to the computer and I was working, and I was like, oh, that's hot. Oh, that's really hot. And then I started running around the room fanning myself, and I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm on fire. What am I gonna do? And then, you know, then I remember all the research I've done and all the education I've gotten from my oil groups, and I'm like, okay, cannot flush it with water because that is going to make it sting 10 times more. So I just pumped some coconut oil, rubbed it in my hands, put it on, and immediately it just totally went from on fire to total like I was before I applied it, not even there. So they're potent. I mean, these oils are extracted from plants, and there's nothing else added. There's no other like synthetics or any other chemicals cutting out their potency. So, I mean, some of them are more, like a lot stronger than others, so you have to be careful. That being said, there's labels on everything. If I would have just looked at the label, I would have seen that it says dilute 1 drop with 4 drops of carrier oil. I didn't read it. So anyway, smells really good. I went through a whole bottle. This is a 15 milliliter bottle. Most of them come in 15s. I went through an entire bottle in, I want to say I went through this one fairly quickly, like 2 months, but I'm using it every day. I use it in my wash. This is my favorite for my laundry. I put it on my dryer balls. I have 4 dryer balls. I don't use dryer sheets anymore. Of every toxic thing in your house, dryer sheets are the absolute worst. Terrible, just terrible. So I have 4 wool, just 100% wool dryer balls, and you can put them in the dryer with nothing on them at all if you're fine with your clothes not smelling like anything. But I don't really like that. I like a scent. So I put 1 drop of lemongrass, and you can use anything, on each ball, and that will last at least 3 loads, 3-4 loads maybe. Of course, it starts to diminish each load of clothes that you put in there. But it's really, really good. I love it. Another one that I ordered was, and this is one I've been wanting for a long time because my friend Elisa is always talking about how awesome it is sage. Now I have clary sage, which I got last month, which I opened it and I wasn't too keen on the smell. That's another one, Lisa. I did not love the smell. She loves the smell, and that's another thing. It all depends on your preferences. She thinks the smell is amazing. Oh, doesn't it smell good? And I'm like, I don't really think so. I don't like it. But it's grown on me. Like, I'm to the point where I can actually just I could put it in my hand and put it directly on, and I'm fine with it, and can wear it as perfume. But the house can fall down around me when I put that in my diffuser because I won't wake up. It's very, very, it puts me into a nice calm sleep. So sage, which I've never smelled before, it's supposed to have like a very clarifying and uplifting aroma. This has some kind of special lid on it. So is this a hot oil? It is. Dilute with 1 drop. 1 drop with 4 drops of carrier. So it's really good for cognitive support and strengthens your senses. And oh, it smells really good actually. That's real nice. It kind of has like a woodsy, not even a woodsy, just a real natural smell. In Europe, they use this like historically to like rid your house of negative energy. If you've ever seen, it's actually used in like some horror movies where some psychic person will come in and waving sage around. I mean, it sounds like a crock, but I mean it's true stuff. So I have this just because I've heard a lot of good things about it and I wanted to try it out. So that's that. We have one more in here. So it's empty. Oh, this is not empty. Because I know I have some more fall stuff. And then I'll go through all my free stuff. Oh, hi Tina. Sorry, I just saw that you said hi. It's a free one. As you can notice, I said free a lot. I got a lot of free stuff this month. That's a free one. That was not a free one. Endoflex. That was probably the first thing on my order. And I do want to smell this one too. This has a lot, not a lot, it has a lot of, well, a couple. Sesame oil, I think. Myrtle, nutmeg. Ooh, that's interesting. I won't say I like it or hate it. It's just interesting. But the purpose that I got this was if you read any part of my hormones and oils class, I got this for hormone support. So I will probably use this, you know, drop here, rub on my thyroid. I have a hypothyroid and I do take medicine for that. I do still see my doctor. I do still take my medicine. I'm not like some crazy person who doesn't believe in modern science anymore. I do still believe in everything. But if I can use something natural to help support my systems, why not? Because I'd rather just try and do that naturally and take less of what I don't have to. But I'm still gonna take my medicines and still do what the doctor tells me. And the doctor fully supports my use of my oils. And I don't diagnose myself. I don't treat myself. If I try to and it's not working, then I ask her about it and she helps me out, you know. So, and I've never actually, of my friends who use oils, I don't think I've ever heard anybody diffusing this. So if you're watching or listening and you have diffused it, let me know what it's like. And I'll just diffuse it myself. But it smells all right. But again, not using it for the scent. So there is one that is in a bag. Let's see what's in here. Oh, nutmeg. Nutmeg is another one of my fall blends, obviously. Now, this will have, I mean, obviously I know what nutmeg smells like because I have spices in my cabinet, but this will probably be more strong because it's, you know, an oil. And if I were to use this in my cooking, I would get the Vitality line because, you know, they're the white bottles with the white labels. Oh, this actually smells really good. I can't wait. I might just do a full blend tonight because I have all the stuff now and I can't wait to do it. But nutmeg is another one actually that you'll find in a lot of, it's in Endoflex like I just said, and it's in you can find a lot of information if you Google hormone support and oils. You can find nutmeg in a lot of those things. So I mean, that's another good thing about all of my oils is that when I get, you know, say I get, I'm just going to pick any product. Say I get a bottle of moisturizer for my skin, for my face, from Target or CVS. I'm getting that bottle of moisturizer and it's my one single purpose container of moisturizer. And I'm only doing that one thing with it. However, if I get this, you know, oil that I won't, you know, I won't put a name to it. If I get this one thing that is going to say it's going to promote, you know, healthy looking skin, reduce the appearance of fine lines, stuff like that, right? I'm just using this as an example. That's not the only thing this does. This probably does like 35 other things. So am I going to get the, am I going to go to Target or CVS and spend money on the moisturizer that is only moisturizer, or am I going to spend less money, much less money on my oil that's also going to be doing those same things that the moisturizer is doing, but I can also use it for like all these other things in my house? I'm going to get the oil. That's a no-brainer. So that's another reason. And plus, the moisturizer that I'm buying from the store is full of chemicals, and this is not. It's totally natural. So there's that. That's why I'm on Essential Rewards, and that's why I have all this free stuff I'm about to show you. And you know what? I'm a big, like, I just want to, I don't think I can quantify this if I show it to you one by one, so I'm just going to move the camera real quick, and I'm going to show you everything that is free before I get into it. Do you see all that? I can't see because I didn't turn the camera around. That's everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 free oils. That is like $300 worth of free. So what I'm going to do first is Citrus Fresh. Citrus Fresh is one of my favorite citrus scents. Probably second to bergamot. I didn't even know what the heck bergamot was before I used oils, but I love it and I wear it as perfume. I love to diffuse it. But Citrus Fresh is so nice. I love diffusing this everywhere. I put it in my fabric sprays. I think I put it in my fabric spray in my last video. I don't remember because I change it. I like to change it up a lot. So I use this. Yeah, I use this for a lot of things. They have a Vitality one where you can put it in your water and it tastes delicious. I love tangerine in my water, lime. Lemon. Lemon might be my least favorite in the water, although it's good. It's just everything I can try. I just like other things more. But Citrus Fresh is just amazing. It just smells really good. And it's also like, if you use this topically, which you can, it will also give you the, you know, aside from smelling really nice, it will give you an added benefit of like toning skin in areas where you might need that help. So there's that. Let's see. I'll do, Oh, you know what? This is how I should do it probably. I'm going to do this in the order of how you would earn these if you were on Essential Rewards. So Citrus Fresh is not the first one. I did that because it's my preference, but I'm just going to get back to that in a second. So the first one would be, if you were not on Essential Rewards, Citrus Fresh would have been your first one at 190 PV. 190 PV means, PV stands for point value. And so usually $1 is a point. So spend 190, you got this for free. But if you're on ER, Essential Rewards, you start getting your freebies at 100, not 190. And at 100, you get free lemon. Well, this month. Every month it changes. Lemon Vitality. I love lemon. You use lemon for everything. It's one that you go through a lot, so it's an awesome one to get for free. I use this mainly for, I add it to my thieves cleaner. I use it to get like sticky stuff off of things, gum, that god-awful slime that Giovanna is not allowed to make anymore. I've gotten it out of my, gotten that out of my carpet. Use it for so many things, but again, I'll put this in the water. I could cook with this. Pretty much anything. So many things you can do with it. Put it in soaps. I had it in my soaps over the summertime and springtime. So this would have been your $100 or your 100 PV freebie. And then if you, when you get to 190, if you're on Essential Rewards, you would get the lemon. You would get the Citrus Fresh that we talked about, and then you would also get, let's see, I wrote this down so I wouldn't forget the order. Envision, where is that? Envision. So this, I haven't smelled this one yet. This is a freebie. And see, this is one that I didn't know that, like this is one where it's really good to be on Essential Rewards. This is one that I wouldn't know anything about, because it's a proprietary blend from Young Living. I wouldn't know anything about it, so it's awesome that I'm getting it for free, because I don't necessarily want to buy anything that I don't know much about, right? So why would I want to buy this? I don't know anything about it. It is, it says that it stimulates feelings of creativity and resourcefulness. So let me see what it smells like. It smells beautiful, actually. And so this is, I'm going to put it on. This is one of the freebies at 190. So already now, if you're on Essential Rewards, you got whatever you got in your order, and then also you got 3 other things. So your Citrus Fresh, Envision, and Lemongrass. Kathy, can you remind me where I'm getting from? I have a website. I will, when I'm all finished, I will post it in the comments, okay? Hi, Andrea. Which one, Andrea? Is it Envision? It smells really nice. So, moving on to the next one. The next level would be 250, and that's, the next freebie would be Clarity. And that's another one. I don't know anything about this, but it's kind of like true to its name. It's a blend. So again, another proprietary blend. This one is basil, cardamom, rosemary, peppermint, coriander, geranium, bergamot, lemon. This is a big one. Jasmine, lang lang, pomarosa, Roman chamomile. So there's a lot in here, and it's supposed to, you know, promote alertness and mental clarity. Hence the name Clarity. Oh, funny. Hi. My husband wants dinner. I'll be in real soon. Oh, this one smells really, really good. I can smell all of the I can't see when I can't put words. I can never put the words I want to put with what I'm smelling out of these bottles. I say all the time, I wish these videos had a sniff option. I'll have to get back to you on that one. I can't figure it out. So that's the 250. So now we're at 4 oils. The next one is 300, and this is unbelievable. So for 300 this month, I'm gonna see if I can get these all in my hand at once. It's the Kid Sense line. So Kid Sense are pre-diluted and like ready to use for kids, anywhere 2 and up. Look, I'm gonna try and fit these in my tiny hands. I'm about to cry if I drop these and crack them on my tile table here. All right, so there we go, all 5. So these are all 5 milliliters, all pre-diluted, so ready to use on your babes, anywhere from 2 and up. Does that mean that, oh, I don't have kids, I don't need that? Nope, because I'm looking forward to using these for myself. There is one, when I was researching, it is Genius, which I'm a little disappointed about, but I will find a workaround. I will make him his own. This one I won't be able to use for Steven because it does have sweet almond oil in it, and he's allergic to nuts. So that's another really good thing about Young Living. There is always an updated, there's always information in here. First of all, you always know exactly what is in here. It's usually, if it's a single oil, it's only the oil. That's the only thing that's listed because it's the only thing that's in there. In a blend though, and I cannot get that to focus, but you get the idea. In a blend, it'll be all the oils that are in there, obviously. And then especially if there is a concern for an allergen, they put that. There's also a, on the website, there's also a full list that is updated regularly with anything that you have to look out for certain allergies. But for since I'm on the topic of allergies, for the sensitivities in general, say you have sensitive skin, and things are usually things make you break out or whatever. I can't use oils because I have sensitive skin. The things that typically will make you break out are the proteins in the products that you're using. Those are not present in oils. So 9 times out of 10, you will not have an issue with sensitivities if they're used properly. You know, if it needs dilution, you need to dilute. If you're new to oils, you start out with small amounts and you go slowly and you work your way up to figuring out what's best for you or your child or whatever, whoever's using them. So since I started with this one that we can't use, Genius, it's really, really cute. This was part of my back to school class that I did. I actually incorporated all of these oils in my back to school class because they are free in the promos this month. But this is like really good for focus and concentration and keeping kids on task. So it's, you know, pretty much a gem. I'm really sad I can't use it for Steven because he's 12 and he's a boy and he can really use it. And it smells really, really good. There's some really good oils in here too. Like, I think I saw that there was rose in here. I'm not sure if that was one of them. Blue cypress, cedarwood, which I love cedarwood. Sacred frankincense, which is excellent. Idaho blue spruce, Palo Santo, Northern Lights black spruce, another favorite. Bergamot, myrrh, vetiver, another favorite. Geranium, Royal Hawaiian sandalwood. I mean, the list of oils in here that are like amazing are, you know, it's amazing, that list. So that's Genius. So the next one I'm going to go with, because I hear so many fabulous things about it, is called Sleepy Eyes. Another in the Kid Sense line. It's called Sleepy Eyes, so I'm pretty sure you can get the idea what it's used for. But it's supposed to promote a deep and restful sleep. Relax your mind and body. It smells really nice. It smells like something I have already. Let's see what's in here. Lavender, of course, geranium, Roman chamomile, tangerine, bergamot, sacred frankincense, geranium, valerian, rutavala. Remember that roller I got free last month that I can't even buy, but I got it free in my essential rewards? They're very good for relaxation, so this is really good. Giovanna's probably going to be up late tonight because she's sleeping right now with a headache, so maybe I'll try that. Yeah. Another one in the kids line called Sniffles. So, Sniffles, I think you can get the idea how that's used. So, this one was described as rejuvenating and refreshing. Probably has mints in it. That's interesting. That's minty and has a bit of a smell that I don't like very much. But I'm going to use it. Oh, okay. That's printed backwards. So, but I can kind of read backwards. So it has eucalyptus blue, Palo Santo, lavender, I'm not going to torture you anymore because that totally is, it's backwards. The label is printed backwards, which I've never seen that before. Anyway, moving right along. The next one on the list is Owie. See that? You can imagine what that's for. So, soothe skin. That one smells pretty nice. Probably improve the appearance of skin. 2 to 12, but I'm 30-ish, up there, and I'm gonna use it. Actually, I got several cuts from my razor this week. I'm gonna try it out there. And the last one is Tummy Guys, and I'm hoping that this doesn't smell anything like Digize because that smells awful, but boy does it work. I usually mix it with peppermint when I need to use it so it doesn't smell that bad. Let me see. Oh, it smells a lot better than that does. But, you know, it'll soothe belly discomfort when they're not feeling too good, and kids always seem to have a problem with their belly. So that's everything. So, I mean, for what I got this month, I'm very, very excited, very happy. I have no more room in either of my beautiful oil boxes, but I did just set up a really, really nice new office space that includes a really cute matching desk and shelf. And so I have space on that shelf for all my oils now. Oh, I forgot one more. And I can't figure out what this is for. I think this is another reward from Essential Rewards. But I got another oil that I didn't order and also wasn't a promo. It's Thieves Vitality. And you can give me all the thieves. You can keep on sending it to me for free. I don't care what it's for. It just says that it's a promo, and anybody on here who knows that might know why this was free, let me know. I think it's an Essential Rewards gift. Like you get gifts after each so many months, 3, 6, 9, and 12. Like longevity gifts, and I think this is one of those. But surprise, I got another one. So before I go, I just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 oils this month, and 10 of them are for free. So that's pretty much half of what I got. Andrea, that's your reward for being on ER for 6 months. Awesome. Thank you. I kind of figured it was an Essential Reward thing. I wasn't positive because I know there are rewards, but I always forget what their rewards are. So thank you for that. Okay, so that was everything. I'm going to get all my stuff back in the house. I'm going to feed my husband and check on Gia and repack her makeup real nice so she can open it like new. And that's that. And after that's all done, I will hop back on and see if there was any questions I didn't answer or people who said something to me that I missed. And if I did, I'm sorry. Alrighty, so I'll see you on the next video.